accountability, stewardship, access to information, and codes of good governance. The main pressure points that the speaker highlighted were about access to information being restricted, financial management, accountability. What was that? Session 2, resource mobilization, challenges and potential solutions. This session opened with a focus on brand identity. Who is the NOC? Why does it exist? Why do we not understand these critical areas which are related to governance? The presenter highlighted how important it is to have a strategic plan in place and to apply it, the importance of good governance in brand marketing, and he also made mention of the fact that when we are upholding good governance, investors tend to be more confident in our associations, in our products. The presenter pointed out the key products that we have as NOCs, such as high performance, the Olimpico programs, and commission activities. He outlined simple steps in value proposition for best fit between the NOC and sponsor, how best to market our products, and to understand that we need to deliver according to the sponsor's expectation. Session 3, financial transparency and structure. Financial management practices lend themselves to good governance, overall accountability, transparency, and credibility of organizations. The presentation highlighted the importance of statutory documents to guide the proceedings of the NOC, as well as the important decisions that need to be made by the board in terms of governance. It also highlighted collective accountability and ownership. Session 4. Session 4 was based on presentations from Olympic Solidarity, IOC and NOC relations, and also ANOC. Yassine highlighted the aspects on finalization of the outstanding 2013 to 2016 World and Continental Programs for Africa. This report had already been presented at the ANOC GA in Djibouti. One of the important developments for the quadrennial is the flexibility of the programs, which are tailored to suit the NOCs. As a critical follow-up, communication and information dissemination was highlighted, and the need for us to have strategic plans in place and to also consistently give contribution and feedback to IOC and OS, especially if we want the delivery of service to continue developing. Yassine also went through the breakdown of NOC's uptake of programs to date. From a financial perspective and in terms of process, he outlined the importance of accountability, transparency, and financial control through the strategic plan. Thereafter, Jerome spoke to the House and highlighted the implementation and self-evaluation tools for the NOCs which are available on the NOCnet. These mainly focus on the 7 principles of good governance. The responsible autonomy of NOCs requires an understanding and an application of minimum requirements and expectations of good governance. The presenter referenced Agenda 2020 Recommendation 28, which provides guidelines to improve relations between NOCs and governments. Thereafter, Joelle outlined the improvements on the online platform, the IOC online platforms. She focused on data collection, the process that was undertaken in terms of the NOC review. This information was collected and put together as a tool for NOC's management. She highlighted the importance of communication and networking as a tool for development. As always, the Olympic Solidarity presentations generated lively debate and contribution from the NOCs, who presented real and specific case studies for guidance. We received a presentation on continental programs and cooperation from ANOC. Jonathan and Mr. Sakuma highlighted the importance of extending all reporting and accounting to ANOC through the forms that they have already circulated and the information provided at Olympic Solidarity Forums. That was the end of session 4. We then moved on to session 5, Plan 2020, the key performance indicators and effective evaluation. The presentation outlined the principal indicators necessary to ensure sound performance, including evaluation against set objectives. Our presenter highlighted the need for clarity of roles and responsibilities and clear communication as a key to successful planning, and also outlining that planning requires teamwork undertaken by all the stakeholders. Session 6, how is Africa faring with the implementation of the IOC Agenda 2020? Our very lively presenter outlined the recommendations of Agenda 2020, all the recommendations, as a means of informing and familiarizing the delegates with the key aspects to consider in terms of the progress of Africa. The presenter related a number of situations prevailing in relation to the 40 recommendations, challenges that needed urgent attention, and he also highlighted the need to act and take corrective action. Finally, session 7 was group discussions under 5 different topics, which will be carried on tomorrow. Secretary General, that is the summary for today.
So are we satisfied? Does this summarize our day? We have postponed 4 papers to tomorrow, the one from Casey, and 3 papers which are attributed to our technical director who is not here for today. So this ends our day. I just request that, if possible, on a piece of paper, write the number which you are using for WhatsApp. We want to create a WhatsApp group for all SGs so that they can communicate easily together, so that we can always get hold of each other. So please, by tomorrow, everyone will just put in a piece of paper the number that he's using for WhatsApp, and if possible, your phone numbers, so that we can have a communication platform for the SGs. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening. See you at 7 o'clock for the bus. There is a questionnaire that Dr. Donald Rukari distributed, a questionnaire, 1-page questionnaire. He only received 22. He's anticipating the remaining questionnaires. Please give it to him. It will help him to analyze some of the things we need in good governance. And good night. Have a nice evening. Thank you. Please